Welcome to NBA Top Shot Hot Drop episode 22. It is March 24th, 2021, and we are bringing you the hot drop for tonight at 9:07 p.m. Please remember to follow me on Twitter at NBA Top Shot Hot Drop, at DJ Dev 420 for all your NBA Top Shot information and NBA player tracking and statistics and updates. Also, subscribe to the podcast and the YouTube channel NBA Top Shot Hot Drop. We are going to be talking about some really exciting stuff tonight right before we went live. Well, about an hour ago, we got an announcement about the badges. The badges are going to be here March 31st or earlier. And if you know how Top Shot does stuff, they're going to give you that date a little bit farther down the road. We're definitely getting those before March 31st, but we will not hit April without our badges. We're going to talk badges a little bit. We also talk about the market moving in a lot of different directions, and it's really exciting right now where we're seeing the market go. Definitely an upswing, especially with some particular moments. RJ Hampton, LeBron, Anthony Edwards. We'll talk about some of that as well. Also really exciting news. Well, I'm a big Marvin Bagely III fan, and exciting news that he may potentially get moved out of Sacramento. There was talks with Detroit. Detroit didn't want to part with Saddiq Bey. We'll get into a little bit of the Marvin Bagely potential trade mix up there for him. Also, we're going to have something coming really, really soon. A big, big pack opening. And if you guys have heard anything about what I've shared with you about my dad, is that he's holding some packs, and we are going to get him on a conference in here and share that pack opening with you guys. So more news to come from that. I'll give you an exact date, and we'll talk about that really briefly coming up. Also, our live check-in is going to be exciting. We're looking at Dallas versus Minnesota, Memphis versus Oklahoma, and the Clippers versus the San Antonio Spurs. So we'll just look at some of those box scores and maybe some players you might be wanting to look at there. Also, next drop coming up. You know, we like to keep an eye on what's on the horizon. If you'd paid attention to the Twitter page, I dropped a tweet there about a potential legendary drop coming. So it seems to be the order here. We probably could get another stress test drop, but we'll dive into that too. Again, I want to thank you for listening. Please remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and lots of good stuff coming down the pipes. We'll also talk about that shortly here. Thanks for checking in. Let's get into it. Alright guys, we can get the music going again a little bit here. Get the intro out of the way. Thanks for being here. Appreciate all you guys. Get the segment 1 going. Alright, let's dive into this segment here and talk about some badges and the market moving back up here. So really exciting stuff. I'm going to go ahead and screen share my Twitter page here. Remember to follow me at NBA Top Shot Hot Drop at DJ Dev 420. So we're going to look at some of the announcements here that we actually received about the badges. I'm just going to use my Twitter page here. Lots of awesome stuff going on tonight. De'Aaron Fox, look at Swipa. I mean, I really want to see him and Halliburton play more together and get Buddy Hield out of that rotation, and I think we're starting to see that. Let me keep scrolling down here, guys. And I think that's going to be really, really exciting. So we're going to start getting into these rookie badges here a little bit. And what's exciting is that you're actually going to be able to see now they're going to have the badges show up on the moments. And the exciting thing that we're looking at with that is you're gonna gain value from that. It's gonna make the moment stand out, whether it is a first moment badge or here we go, or it is a let's get into it. All right, so we got before March 31st. These are all announcements from Top Shot. Here's what the Halliburton's going to look like once these badges are applied. Let's go ahead and pull that photo up there so you can see what that looks like. So that's going to have the first moment on Top Shot, the rookie moment, the first mint moment. Let's go ahead and back and look at what each of these photos mean here before we get into the actual moments there. I did tweet out a bunch of that. Let's see, why didn't that come out? Let's see what we got there, guys. Sorry. So you're getting your first rookie moment. Here we go, rookie year. Check that out. So that star is going to mean it's the rookie year. Let me turn this down a little bit. We're rocking out. We're excited about the badges. Sorry on the podcast there, guys. We're getting a little bit loud. So we've got the star is the rookie year that it was minted in. You're getting your 3-star rookie right there. That's going to indicate that. The only 4 badge is the Halliburton. Or not the Halliburton, the RJ Hampton. So you're going to see that one's out. We'll look at that on the market. That one's at 2,100 the last time I looked. So let me keep scrolling through here. I'm actually going to go to the direct tweet from them so we can look at what some of these other ones are. Here, let me pull up the Zion. So you got the 3 for Zion. Boom. So his first Top Shot moment. What does a square mean? Let me get back to what the square means. Hold up, guys. So these badges are going to get applied before March 31st, and they're just going to show up on your moments. I'm sure they're going to have a maintenance, and then we'll go ahead and see the market will be down, and we'll log back in, and bam, we're going to have all of these badges applied. And again, the only ones that we're seeing with the 4 badges are the RJ. Let me see if I can get up the exact meaning of the square. I know they sent out a really good explanation on all this. I'm actually checking out. First Mint is great. First Mint was the first one that I saw them post this, and I was really, really excited to see that. So let me just see if I can get the exact details. So, and we know, and I have done a podcast on this before, we know that it's first minted. It's your rookie year, rookie premier, Top Shot debut. There we go. So that would be your 4 badges. So rookie year, rookie mint, meaning that was minted in the rookie year. It was actually created in that year. And rookie premier, it's the rookie's first game, and then the Top Shot debut. So it's the first moment that appeared on Top Shot. So that's RJ Hampton that got all 4 of those. And what I was showing you there with the Zion had 3. And we're looking at the Halliburton had 3. Show you the Zion again. So what we'll do is look at some of these charts too, but this will have to be a whole podcast where we'll really get into what you guys want to be looking at as far as picking them up. But the cat's out of the bag on this, so the numbers are going to be up. So what you're going to be excited about is if you did do some of your research and listen to the podcast here and any other people that you're following on Twitter and information, you've been picking up your rookies, especially those limited 4,000. And we will go ahead and pull up some of that specifically now. If you have not got those, you're going to want to start watching that and see if you can nab some that are a little bit lower. So I'll pull up some of the Greg Murray. I'm going to give him credit. I've talked about him before. He is a fabulous number cruncher, and then he's really good at putting it into a chart that is digestible. He also gave some credit here to Steve, who is another amazing guy. So let's take a look at what we're looking at here. Anthony Edwards is going to be getting all these badges, the Chuma, the Kobe, the Cam, and we should look at how many each of these are going to be getting. So I can get you that specifically, and that's big. I mean, the more badges that they're getting, I'm sure it's going to be very similar to serial numbers. As we start to dive into it, we're going to start seeing how many of these guys are really gonna take off. It's going to be interesting the next couple days here. So we've got, as you see here, the rookie Anthony Edwards. This is the 4,000. That top one there is huge, right? And he's winning Rookie of the Year by far. We're going to talk about that game tonight, but he's getting so many touches. He's demanding attention. He's shooting the threes. He's making the right pass. He's physically dominant, and he's so young. And with LaMelo out of the way, the sky's really going to be the limit for him. So the Chuma is also getting. So if we look at the coding here, the RY in green is play occurred in the rookie year. The RM in blue is the moment was minted in the rookie year, and the RP in red is the play occurred in the first game. So all of those codes there are going to help you for each of these moments. The other Anthony Edwards here is getting 2 of those. The play occurred in the rookie year, and the moment was minted in the rookie year. So you can go ahead and check out this chart. I don't want to kind of take up all the time on the stream here looking at that. But it's going to be exciting now to see where these rookies go. The Jayshawn Tate, the Wiseman, the LaMelo Ball is really low right now. And, you know, my look at that would be that you go back and think of how well he was doing. And that's not going to go away. And he messed up his wrist. And if he's out for the season, that's what it is. But he's going to be back, and that's going to be an amazingly valuable moment. So I'd be all over that LaMelo Ball and the Anthony Edwards. Well, the 3 there, the Quickly and the Halliburton looked. If Buddy Hield would get out of the way, just please move him to he plays a role, but you got to get Halliburton more touch, and it looks like we're starting to get that more with Fox there. So that's exciting for Sacramento. So we are excited about these badges. Keep an eye on this. We'll have a whole podcast when they do go ahead and label these on there. But I would go out and check out my Twitter page, NBA Top Shot Hot Drop at DJDev420. I went ahead and retweeted all of these charts and all of this stuff by Greg Murray at Greg Murray. He's got @ Greg Murray on Twitter there as well. And these charts are going to help you kind of zero in on what rookies you want to get. I would be looking at the top ones, but also some of these other ones, the Facundo, I think Wiseman is way undervalued right now. If you don't have a Halliburton, you need to get one of those in your collection also. And I would be looking, remember we've talked about is the 4,000, that extremely limited. I mean, this rookie chart is insane. I'm just going to show you this right here. You guys have to go on and really get into this to see all these details that Murray is putting up here. So these are all getting these moments. If we scroll up a little bit, you're going to be able to see there are some moments there that are getting the 3 badges as well. But as I told you, the one that's getting the 4, while we're on this topic, let me go ahead and pull back onto the camera here. I'll go ahead and pull up the Hampton, because that RJ is going to be I mean, that would have been one. Isn't that the statement of Top Shot is I wish I would have got that one. So I really try and stop myself when saying that, and it becomes one of the smartest things as a collector in this game and collecting and looking at moments is you need to watch them. You need to pay attention and see the fluctuations. Even when I was looking at it earlier, just because it's at a certain price doesn't mean that that's what a good value is, right? You want to really be looking at the movement that it has. So this Barrett, this is the one. Let's get in the 4 badges while we're on badges here. Let me go ahead and center that for you guys. All right, good. So this is the one. And you know how we do it on Top Shot. We're going to pull it up and blast this music, man. Oh, I'm giving you some different music. This is not the music for the moment. So he does that little rip through, step under, uses his steps beautifully there, and that's going to get the 4 moments. So let's go ahead and look at what we're getting on the movement here, like I was telling you. So I'll scroll up here. Let's see what it's been selling for. Some top movements. Again, we like serial numbers. 630 went for 2,389. Again, let me read what the moment this is. This is the RJ Barrett from October 23rd, 2019. The layup base set series 1. Currently the lowest ask is 2,098. It is a Canadian sensation. RJ Barrett of the New York Knicks runs the break before breaking out the slick Euro step for the easy bucket against the San Antonio Spurs on October 23rd, 2019. Only 4 badge rookie moment currently in Top Shot right now. So if you want to consider that these badges have not been placed, this is a pretty nice grab right here for serial number 924. Right below that, this guy paid $26.50 for 200. That's a nice serial number, but that's a chunk, right? So we're just looking at this, 21, 21, 21, 21, and so all these serial numbers around 2,000 or 1,200. And for 2,100, that's where that's going. This guy paid 2,600 and got serial number. So you paid 500 more bucks and got serial number 200. So within relation to that, that's a decent value. But this guy hit it out of the park with 1,800 for serial number 924. That was at 8:29 p.m. tonight. So about an hour ago, he grabbed that RJ Barrett. That was probably, which is really interesting, that was probably announced right. He probably purchased that right after the announcement. And very smart purchase there. And then the insanity, ladies and gentlemen. If you're seeing what I'm seeing, I got to move it over for you to see it. Look what happened here. Oh, man. So, Padfoot bought serial number 924 at 8:29 p.m. right after that badge was announced, and then he listed it for another $1,000. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, please stay with me and look at what we're seeing here. He listed it for another $1,000. Literally 10 minutes later, he made $1,000 off that purchase. That is what a hot snag is right there. 1,800. And Wushak is stoked even because when this market starts moving like it is a little bit, this is a decent buy still. And when these badges get placed, you look right above them. B Devo grabbed number 630 for $23.89. But that's pretty cool. We're getting to look at that right on the stream here, man. And for me, again, being competitive with myself and wanting to be paying attention to that, I didn't have the 1,800 to throw down, but if I did, man. So be hunting. Pay attention to these numbers. If you can find something in these serial numbers now, obviously for 1,800 or under 2,000 of this RJ, you're going to be able to swing it. So that's some amazing stuff, man. I had to just pause and really look at that. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So we are looking at that RJ Barrett. I'm paying attention to it. There's a number of other moments. Even now with the market still where it's at, we're nowhere near where we're going. And this is just my vibration and feeling about where we have been with the market. But find a moment like this that you want to pay attention to, study, research it, look at the serial numbers, look at the past sales. We're going to have this weekend, I want to give you just a little teaser. We're going to be doing some looking at the 3 websites to be able to analyze accounts, to be able to analyze all the moments sold, what they're going for, what the main swings have been. It's a very awesome evaluative tool. So we'll go ahead and take a look at that. Also, I want to show you some other stuff here. But that Barrett, man, that Barrett is awesome. So we were looking at an interesting, Marvin Bagely is in an interesting spot, but I think we're hoping that he could even get traded. And Marvin Bagely to Detroit was rumored, but I'm not going to necessarily focus on the spots we can go. I'm going to go ahead and just see what the update is here on Twitter. But what I would like to see for Marvin Bagely, I think he has an insane amount of talent. For some reason, the chemistry or whatever his vibe there, you would want it to work now with Halliburton there, but it just seems like movement for him would really give him a new, fresh start. We've seen that chemistry. Oftentimes, players get uplifted and moved to a new spot, and you can see a whole different player. So the Kings have made him available to the Pistons, and that kind of got shut down. We're really not hearing too much more about it. And if you've even seen with the Kings lately, you're not getting a lot of play from him. And I think with the trade deadline now, we're really coming down the pipes. The Kings could get a ton for him, and they're not using him he's got a some type of injury, but it's not specific. So I'm sensing that there may be something coming down the pipes with Marvin Bagely. Wouldn't be a bad time to maybe pick up some of his moments. There's no attention on him, and there are a number of really hot Top Shot moments. I currently have one of the Metallic Gold LE Series 1, and that I'm really thinking that's going to get a first badge moment and a rookie badge moment. So that's going to be exciting. These badges, we're going to have a lot of fun with badges coming up, guys. So really get ready for this. So I just wanted to lightly touch on the Bagely trade potential there and get you guys to just go, again, research. Look at some of the moments you want to get. Find what your price range is. Pay attention to it. Refresh the page. Find a price that looks like it's a snag and grab it. All right. A little bit of news here, and I'm going to go ahead and share my Twitter page with you again and see if we can get it's happening, but I can't tell you exactly when. It's going to be really soon, and we're looking at getting a pack opening. And I don't open my packs. I'm holding I only have 2 packs in my account that I'm holding. But my dad currently is holding 4 packs. And what's pretty insane about that, and let me see if I can get the photo up here to show you guys. What's really crazy about that is he's dying to open them. And I have encouraged him to hold tight, and not open his packs. And my main thing behind that, especially when the market's low, is it's onefold, it's protecting you against yourself. You're not moving a moment for a lower price. Ideally, if you are going to open your pack, you're going to want to open that when the market's really cruising, and then get it up on the market and see what you can do with it. So I would really step back from rushing to open any packs at this point and be looking at All right, these packs they have already confirmed that they're going to allow you to post the packs on the market. They've already started talking about a confirmation that there will be some type of auction house and people will be able to bid on your packs. The unknown is the big thing in the packs, and one of my easiest ways to sum all this up, you can dance around with, should I keep my packs sealed or not? Should I keep my packs sealed, open, why? I'll sum it up real quick for you. If you go back to 1986, we're going into cardboard now. If you go back to 1986 Fleer, and you think about what is in those packs, you have Michael Jordan's rookie. You have Charles Barkley's rookie. You have so many, Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars. You can go down the list. You have a bundle of rookies swimming around in those packs. And the chance of you getting it is pretty low. But the unknown is what's working in your favor there. So what I would be looking to do is hold these packs for what moments are in here. We have quickly rookies in some of his packs. He's got the Rising Star pack, which has the LaMelo in there. And it instantly upgrades your pack to there might be a LaMelo. We don't know. And the further and the deeper that we go into these packs, we are going to see the unknown and the value go up in what is being held in there. So I really want to hammer that home, and I'm having trouble finding the screenshot, but I know if you guys, let me see if I can pull photos up here and share that with you. I don't know if it's just going to let me share Safari or if I can share photos. Let me see. Yeah, it's just giving me my Safari. Let me go ahead and tweet this again really quick right now, and then it'll be fresh. And I'll pull it up right away because I want you to see this again, what he has. He's got the Seeing Stars. Here we go. It'll be fresh on my Twitter page now. I'll go back to up here. It's just crazy that he's sitting there with them, and I think what's going to be neat is I've got some improvements coming with the channel here. And there we go. And it's going to be funny. I don't want to do any spoilers on it, but when you hear the stories about him getting these packs and me encouraging him, I'm going to let him kind of tell the whole story. And we used to do a podcast together, actually, my first podcast that I've done before. So it's going to be neat to have him back on the podcast and talking about his experiences here. So I'm just going to tell you really quick. He has a Cool Cats Series 3 that he got like a stealth master. I'll let him tell the story about that. But and this is a huge lesson for you guys. When you are in line for these packs and it seems like maybe you're 1,000 away or 2,000 away or 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 even away, it is worth waiting and staying in line. He was numerically out from his assignment, but ended up bumping up and getting a Cool Cat Series 3 pack, which he is holding. You can see, I'm going to go ahead and screen share for you right here. He's holding. Rising Stars. He's holding that rare pack. Man, he got the Rising Stars. He only has 3 other moments. He has not opened these packs. He got his Seeing Stars pack and he got his pre-order pack. There is so many moments in there. We do not currently know if we are going to open all of the packs or one of them. I think I'm going to ask him if I can let you guys decide, and I'm sure you'll vote for all of them, but we'll take some advice if we should hold some and maybe open one each episode and do like a 4-episode pack opening thing. While we are on that, guys, I do want to just thank you so much for subscribing to the podcast, for listening, for being part of the family. We're really trying to we're close to 1,000 followers on Twitter there, so if you can share, retweet, get it out there, spread the love and magic. I love what I'm doing here for you and would love to hit that 1,000 mark on Twitter and really keep the awesome energy going. So thanks again, guys. Please subscribe to the podcast, NBA Top Shot Hot Drop. And on Twitter, again, it's NBA Top Shot Hot Drop at DJDev420. right, so there's that pack opening. We're going to get into some live action here and then get you guys on out on this Wednesday evening, March 24th, 2021. Let's look at some of the live action tonight that we had, which was one of my favorite things is to check in on the Ant-Man, and he was doing business again tonight. The game ended up turning into Luka warming up and doing his thing, which was cool to see. So let's get this screen centered here for the YouTube viewers. I'm going to go ahead and look at the box score. We love checking out these box scores. So Porzingis, which if you've been listening to the podcast, you saw this coming, and it's pretty cool. He's got a cool cat out right now. Grab your zinger because this guy's healthy. And 3 for 9 on the three-pointer. You'd like to see him hit a little bit more, but he had 29 points. He was plus 14 on the plus-minus. He had 2 blocks, 1 steal, 9 ribbies. Give me that one more rebound, Zings. 11 for 23. He was going off. And Luka had a really tough, pretty much first half, and then decided he was going to start chipping in. Still really tough night for him. 2 for 9, 6 for 16. He had only 4 assists, 15 points. So for Luka, that is disgusting. Hardaway Jr. had a really nice night. 21 points, 7 for 17. 5 for 9 on the three-pointers in 27 minutes, plus 17 on the plus-minus with 4 assists and 4 rebounds. Hardaway Jr. is looking really good and really mature. Really liking his development right now. Let's go ahead and drop down into the team, that I'm really enjoying watching down here, which is the Minnesota Timberwolves. And we've got our Rookie of the Year. Come on, get me up here. Let's see how we can get this in the stream. Sorry, guys, I'm just getting everything. Okay, there we go. So we got Edwards down here with 37 minutes, guys. I'm just going to say that again. Anthony Edwards, a rookie, a 19-year-old. Stay with me. 19. 37 minutes. 9 for 22. 3 for 12 on the three-pointers. 8 for 9 on his free throws. Hitting that. 29 points. He was minus 7 on the plus-minus. Again, I don't know if I didn't read the score for you guys in this game. Let me go back up. Dallas ended up pulling away big time. Let me go back up to the score. 128. Mavericks beat them to 108. But the thing I really like to focus on here again is Anthony Edwards. Hopefully you guys are holding his moment. He is playing a ton of minutes. He's shooting the ball more than anybody on the team. The ball is flowing through him. Guaranteed, hands down, Rookie of the Year. Just lock it. Lock it. So get him. It's only going to go up. It's only going to go up. And he is an absolute stud, and it's actually helping out Karl Anthony Towns. 8 for 20. Karl Anthony Towns, 4 for 9 on his three-pointers. He was hitting the 3 tonight, 22 points. So Karl Anthony Towns is feeling the vibrations of Anthony Edwards taking that pressure off him. Ricky Rubio looked like garbage tonight. He was minus 11. He had 7 assists, but 1 for 7 field goals, 1 for 5 from 3. So Minnesota is an interesting team there because, I'm a Warriors fan. Warriors hold their pick, and we're not too sure where that's going to end up going. But dang, look at that Luka, 6 for 16. All right, so it's going to be interesting to see where the Timberwolves go with that one, with that pick. I'm really wondering where that's going to happen. But you lock in your Anthony Edwards for Rookie of the Year. And the Mavericks are making a really nice push in the playoffs there, as I called. As soon as Porzingis got healthy, we got about 24 hours or less here on the trade deadline. So you want to be really looking at who is Dallas grabbing. And they're going to add somebody. Also, mark my words on that. As much as Edwards Rookie of the Year, Dallas is not going into the playoffs here without adding some support for Luka. So let's check out the Memphis, Oklahoma. We love Ja Morant, and Memphis beats Oklahoma 116-107. And Morant had a extremely difficult night. So let's see how he did. Let me get the screen share on there before I zoom in on there. Hold on. Stay with me, guys. All right. So, Ja. Tough night. Let me slide it over there for the YouTubers. Thanks for your patience, guys. All right. So, Brooks was on tonight. Brooks was 8 for 13. He had 25 points, 8 for 9 on the free throws, and he was plus 25 on the plus minus for Memphis. Valanciunas had a decent night. He was 7 for 14 with 16 points and 15 rebounds. You got to like that out of the big dog. But Ja had a tough one. 5 for 14. 1 for 4 on three-pointers. He was plus 14 on the plus minus with 7 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. So one thing you'd love to see there from Ja is that he's going to come in and actually give you the effort still, regardless if he's not hitting his shots. He wasn't hitting the three. His shot wasn't there, but he gave you the effort, and they pulled it out. On the other side of the ball, it's really tough for this Oklahoma team because they're out of this, and you got Lou Dort playing 31 minutes. You got to love Lou, but let me slide it up there. You guys can't see that. Hold on. Stay with me. Get that music going again. All right, guys, we're rounding the corner here. Let's just check in on Lugentz. Get the screen share there. I so appreciate the podcasters being patient with me on my technical managing the YouTube screen also. So we got Lou Dort, 31 minutes, 6 for 17. Not so bad, but man, he could not hit a three. 1 for 7. They were actually atrocious from three, the whole team. And Memphis came away with that easily. And one thing, like I said, you like to see from Ja is the 2 blocks and the 2 steals. Let's check in on the final game there, and then we're going to wrap it up with talking about the pack drop. So the final game I did want to look at tonight was, we've been keeping an eye on the Clippers. They were playing the Spurs, and the Clippers handily put the pedal to the metal on that one, 134-101, and they handily took over. Kawhi Leonard is starting to flip the gear. We have seen this from LeBron in the past, where he decides it's playoff time and it's time to start motoring. And when you look at this line from Kawhi Leonard here, 32 minutes, 9 for 12 from field goal percentage there is just obnoxious. And those are not all right in the paint. Those are fadeaways. Those are up and unders. Those are massive rebounds that he rips out of other players' hands and finishes with dunks. He's just a physical specimen. If you sleep on Kawhi Leonard, you are a fool. That team is coming, and they are healthy right now. You got to be looking at the Clippers as though they're healthy, and talk about a team adding somebody. You know that Ballmer is willing to spend money, and they're going to add somebody to this team going into the playoffs here. Plus minus on Kawhi was plus 22, 25 points, 9 for 12, 2 for 2 from 3, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 7 ribbies, 3 assists, 5 steals. The claw, 1 for each finger. Zubac was perfect from the field goal percentage there. 5 for 5, 4 for 4 from the 4 for 5 from the free throw line. 8 ribbies, 1 steal, 1 block, plus 27 on the plus minus 14 points. Zubac has been playing fabulous for them. And then you got Paul George. He is coming. My thing about Paul George, other than his three-pointer there, look at that, 0 for 6, is Paul George has got to show up in the play. Actually, this is not that great of a game. He did fill up some other lines here. Rebounds. I'm not, plus 22, but I need more from you, Paul. When you got Kawhi going off like that, we need more from you. But we need to see him go off in the playoffs. I'm a big Paul George fan, but we got to see him go off in the playoffs. Let's go ahead and look at the Spurs here. DeRozan had a decent night, but you look at that plus-minus there, and he's hurting. He had 4 turnovers, minus 30 on the plus-minus, 19 points, 5 for 5 on the free throws, not one three-pointer even attempted. Jakob looked all right there for 4 for 4 with 8 points, but other than that, this was a tough one for the Spurs, and the Clippers are looking like they are starting to flip the gear. So we're going to keep an eye on them and see what we got coming down the line for the Clippers up ahead. I will keep you posted. Also, we're going to wrap this podcast up with some exciting stuff as far as what could potentially be dropping for a pack, and if that may come before the badge update, which they're saying is March 31st. What's up, Brian? We did survive the dip, man. Hold tight, and that's the key, man. It's almost like a filter. You know, we're getting everybody out of here that's freaking out, and the real collectors are going to be here. We're going to get another swing, and one thing we always talk about is, you know, paying attention and studying and researching. A lot of these guys that I point out on Twitter, pay attention to, but you do your own research. You follow players, find moments you want to get. And, you know, Brian, we still are in a dip here, man. You know, we haven't restored. So what I've been talking about is grabbing a moment that you really want to get. That RJ Hampton is going to get the 4 badges really soon here. And it's going to be exciting. So one thing I'm looking at is a legendary pack drop. We've got to be getting something next. So we've had 2 rares. We got the pre-order. We had the pre-order, the 2 rares, the Cool Cats common. I'm predicting a. No, Brian, I didn't get anything at a discount. I'm predicting a stress test drop, maybe another common drop before the legendary, but we are getting a legendary. I'm going to predict, because I'm competitive. I like to act like I know what I'm talking about. We are on the rise, Brian. We're moving up, man. We are going to get this legendary pack drop probably. You know what would be cool? I'll go ahead and predict it. April Fools. Let's go, Top Shot. Let's celebrate the holiday. Let's get something really cool. Let's get a run it back legendary with that Shaq in there. Just completely rock our worlds. People be going insane. So you know what I was doing, Brian? Brian's asking me here on the chat on YouTube if I ended up getting any discounts, and I was hunting the RJ Barrett and the Shy Cool Cats. Those were down at about 30. Then I saw them down at like 50, and I was just kind of moving back and forth, trying to grab some at 60 to have those processing errors where, you know, everyone's going for those lower numbers. And now they've stabilized, you know, and you can even see it's more up at around the 101. And then I kind of backed out on even the Cool Cats. Those specific Cool Cats I think are holding around the 100. The Porzingis, the Barrett, and the Shy, just because those are needed for the collection right now. And what we've seen with any kind of reward is normally those moments fall. I don't think they'll return back to that 100, so I think it is still a bargain. But my thing is I'm hunting a couple. It was really interesting watching the LeBron three-pointer move around. That's kind of returned back to a nice spot. And the key here is, we've talked about, you stay cool and calm, listen, analyze, ask questions, talk with people. Follow me on Twitter. I will give you everything that I'm pretty obsessive compulsive about stuff as far as getting information. I'll give you everything I hear and know, retweet, my impressions. And we're gonna get lots of information. I'm gonna read this comment from Brian here. I got a Cool Cat pack. I flipped it for 300. Got a Series 1 Caruso 1.3K block. Serial number 606 at 289. So wait, you got the Cool Cat pack, and you ended up flipping it for 300. So you sold all the moments in there, and you got your 300 back. And you grab your Series 1 Caruso. I like it. I like it, man. I'm not, and I don't know, I don't know. The Cool Cat value was some of the most insane value that since I've been involved with Top Shot, I haven't seen pack values be that low right after. And I think it's just kind of part of the sensitivity of the market now and everyone kind of being crazy. But I still kick myself for not just buying like 20 of those RJs right up. Not to say that I could. And again, I've already said going and regretting not being able to buy stuff and get stuff is a silly thing to do to yourself, because guess what, everybody? We are here. We are in the party. One of my favorite gifts to use, and if you follow me on Twitter, you see I use a lot of gifts, is we are on the yellow brick road. We're all walking. We are not to Oz yet, but we can see it, and it's glowing. And it is the playoffs. It is the off season. It's Cade Cunningham coming in next year and getting a 4-badge moment. And it's all of it. It's basketball. It's NBA. And I love it. And I know if you're here, man, you guys love it too. Brian, thanks for checking in, man. I so appreciate your support. We're trying to hit those 1,000 followers on Twitter. It will make me feel so good and really allow me to do even more of what I'm doing here. So please get the word out. NBA Top Shot Hot Drop at DJDev420. Subscribe, follow, and like the podcast NBA Top Shot Hot Drop on Spotify, iTunes, and all major podcast platforms. Please hit the like button on YouTube here and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Remember, enjoy it.